Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise I was on mute. We got Robbo in today. He can't answer anything because he's going to be doing some turning, obviously. He's got to walk 40 feet to come back and answer a question. So I'll answer them. Just if you've got a question, just direct it at me and I'll answer it. Or I'll help answer it and wait for Robbo to finish. Joy says you're making a new handle for a broom.
Sorry?
Joy said you're making a new handle for a broom.
Yeah. Supercharged one.
Hold on, Blair. How you going, Effie?
G'day, Effie.
And Joy too.
And Joy.
And Blair.
Oh, and Blair, right here.
Hello, everyone.
So Blair Robbo's testing out a new computer that he got a couple of months ago, and he's got some. This is a job that he's doing for someone, some veranda poles.
Nice.
Oh, you're in trouble now. Wow, how you going, Bob?
Good.
G'day, Bob.
Howdy. Hello, Bob. I've been kind of busy today on the bandsaw.
Have a look at this, Bob.
Yeah.
I would like that. They got some veranda posts that need to be made, so why not get them done while I'm on live, mate? Robbo's under pressure now because they're all watching.
I can't see it, so it doesn't matter.
Well, did you get your shop today, your shed?
Yeah, oh yeah, I got it. I actually picked it up yesterday. And in hindsight, it most probably could have fit in my car, but oh, I'm not around. How you going, Chris?
G'day, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Jay, did you say you got your shed today?
Yeah.
So do you have to put the thing together?
Yeah, it's flat pack.
Oh.
That's all right, I don't mind. Give me something to do. I'll do a live out there, you know.
There you go.
It took me about a week to put this one together by myself, but Amber said she's going to give me a hand this time.
Oh, good.
Get it done a bit quicker. What's going on, Joy? you want to come in the voice chat today, Joy?
So I got some ferro rods.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to make some handles for them and sell them.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Sorry for my ignorance and stuff, but what are you making handles for?
Ferro rods,
Okay.
the strikers, they make sparks and light fires.
Oh, yep. Okay. I get you now.
Well, to me, I was on the lathe for a little bit, and then I had someone give me a call, and something I've made before. They needed a bunch of them for some kids that were trying to save money.
Yep.
It's what we call Cub Scouts. And what I do is I cut out bank blank, like a car.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And they're out of a bandsaw. That's
Yep.
where I cut them from. A cow.
Yep.
A true piggy bank.
Yes.
I got two more of them. Another car. And a swan.
Oh, yeah. That's no good, Joy. Joy just found out that one of her friend's kids got killed in a car accident this morning. So not in a very good mood.
No, I don't blame you.
Sorry. But this is what they look like when they're done, when the kids are done. They paint them. And then I just have a piece of plexiglass that is designed to go over it. And I pre-drill the holes as part of the kit and give them 6 little Phillips screws.
Yep, that's pretty cool. I like that.
They can take, when they're all done, they can
Yep.
paint it any way they want it. They just get it as a piece of wood.
Yep.
And they got to sand it from there. And they get the plastic that'll go over it and 6 screws. And it's up to them to build them. And it's for a competition. But the competition is how much money you can save in the bank. That's half of the points, and the other half is your bank.
Okay.
And it's a summer project for 10-year-olds, 9 and 10-year-olds.
Yep.
They've got, all they have is sandpaper and files to work with.
There you go. Joy said, Bob, you should make a fish as well.
Well, probably should. I had a turkey, but normally this is just made out of solid,
Yep.
leftover
Mark?
construction timber.
Yep. How you going, Mike?
And then this one, my sample that I used, I don't know if you can see it, but
Yes.
it actually has a seam in it because it's 2 pieces of lumber.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
Planed them and glued them together in order to get the thickness.
Yep.
I come up with these about 10 years ago, and it seems to be a popular thing, and it's going to be about, well, it's called the Vacation Bible School.
Okay.
Church sponsors it, and
Yep.
they need a project for the kids to work on. And come up with a story about it. And it's going to be like a 2-week program. It's at a camp, but the camp is all indoors at a building.
Yep.
And they come to it every day. And they have it because of the family situation. They get their meals paid for, 3 meals, and the parents can pick them up at night, up to about 10 o'clock at night if they need to.
Yep.
But it gives the parents that have jobs a place where they can take off and do something, send their kids if they're members. The parents can take off and see somebody, because if they have to stay, that can be arranged too. And there'll be about 30 kids. I've been told I need to turn out 50 of these, so I'm waiting on wood.
Yeah, it sounds like a good project. Should keep them occupied. The sanding side of it will keep them very occupied.
Oh, yeah.
That's no good, Mike. As long as you celebrated him in a good way, the best way to end a funeral is with a party for the person, I think.
It's called a wake.
Well, in Australia, it's called a piss up.
Oh, okay. So when are you going to get your shed put up?
Sorry?
When are you going to have your shed raising party?
I'll check the weekly weather and then I'll get back to you, okay? Because I don't want to be doing it when it's raining. The only area I've got to build the shed is where it's actually going to be placed, so I'm kind of limited with my space as well. I can't get a piece of metal and swing it around like they do with the signs for the food places, you know? So I'm going to start turning now, and you can go back to watching Robbo. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of alcohol drank that night, Mike. If they were Irish. Hey, Sarge, how you doing?
Sorry?
Sarge has just come into the chat bit. How you going, Sarge?
G'day, Sarge.
Hey, Sarge.
Thank you,
Long
Brad.
time no see.
Ah, you shit.
Oh, catch. Hate
Yeah,
that.
no. Chisels are getting blunt and I'm trying to force them.
How does he say to me? Robbo! Robbo!
Oh, that's better.
Well, it's not your fault. You understand that. It's the tool's fault for getting dull so quick.
No, it's always operator error.
Now, if you were in Ireland, they'd say it was the little people that did it.
No, it's a big bugger holding the chisel that did it.
I know.
Yeah. Time to stop and have a cup of tea. No, these are veranda posts, Sarge. Porch posts, you call them.
How long are they?
2.4, 8 feet.
Wow. Now, when you price, do you price by the foot plus the difficulty?
I know roughly how long it's going to take me to do posts, but on the bigger stuff like 11 metre and 10 metre and stuff like that, 30 or 40 feet, it's a linear meterage price plus another aggravation part. Now, to set up to do one post takes about probably 3/4 of an hour to an hour. And then after that, they generally take about half an hour each, I suppose, when I get going. I used to be a lot quicker when I was younger.
We all were. I think we slow down, but we gain in maturity.
Who's mature? Don't blame that on me.
Yeah. As my wife says to me, one day I might grow up.
I don't want to grow up.
How you going, John?
G'day, John.
Hey, John.
John's a very well-known person. There's a room in almost every house named after him. Just flush that on by. I know a lot of John jokes. That's my brother's name.
The silly duff of me. The other day when I said I was tightening the headstock, I wasn't. I was tightening the bed down to the legs.
Whoops.
Yeah, is it running better now, Joe?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought it might. All right, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, well,
So that is finished product, basically.
okay.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
And, I'll charge $10 for that.
Okay. Is it like a flint or something in the end of it? Is that what that is?
Yep. You just scrape it and
Yep.
sparks come out.
I was
Oh,
thinking of something completely different when you said the name Blair, so I had no idea.
No worries, mate.
Actually,
All right,
$10 is awful cheap.
Say that
I'd
again.
start more. That's $10 is too cheap. I would say $29.95 because it's wood, hand turned. You can get flint unless you buy from China. They're $10, $12, $14, and some of them are foldable like a switchblade knife. But you got a lot of work into it, and
Yeah.
it's custom.
Whole 15 minutes. Woohoo!
Hey Blair,
Well,
can I send you a video?
the overhead is $15 plus the price of the flint.
There you
I'll send
go.
you a video.
$29.95.
Robbo, Blair, I'll send you a video that Robbo sent me on working out how to price your work. All right.
Please do.
And after watching that, I now know I've undersold myself way too much.
Yeah, I need to price all my stuff and get it in the store.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm doing that this weekend or next week or what, but it's 1st of July.
I wouldn't mind getting a copy of that too if you'd send me a hyperlink.
I'll just put it in the group chat. There you go. It's in the group. It's in the group chat now.
Okay.
Definitely worth a watch. Goes for about half an hour. Sorry, I'm just reading Sarge's comment to Blair. Just don't strike it in the shop.
Yeah, I really do want to try it. But yeah.
Did you make fires on your little camping trip you just went on?
Yes, with propane.
Oh bugger, because that would have been the perfect time to try it. Eh?
Right.
just sneakily use it and have the propane next to you and say, "What? We didn't use this. We used propane."
Well, you got to light the propane somehow.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yes.
the spark off.
And yes, Mike, we do. Basically, it's just different companies have put their badge on it. Basically,
Sorry, I didn't know whether you'd answered that one or not.
yeah. No, I didn't. Just gonna mute myself for a bit. Richard Bansaw's bloody. Belt Sanders.
Yeah, I was on mine doing all the work, and I realized I need new tires when I was done with all that, plus cutting, 15 big bowl blanks, almost. Big like this. Because I'm going to make an interesting bowl as a rocker for some people. But I got these, and I cut up 12 today,
Wow.
and then I got to coat them tomorrow so they'll dry, and then come January or February I can start working on them. That's when I realized that my bandsaw was a little out of kilter, and it ate the upper tire.
Oh my.
So I got new tires coming tomorrow. But I think they're original tires are
You've been doing too many burnouts.
on it.
Been doing too many burnouts around the street, haven't you?
Yeah, that's him.
We got a hoon law here that would fix you up. You know what they do with cars around here that kids are hooning in around too much? They impound them for a little while, and then if they're a repeat offender, they get their car crushed. Everyone's muted themselves. What's going on here?
I'm about to sharpen some chisels, so
Oh, yeah. So I was looking at the cheapest bowl gouge I could find. Definitely not coming from Carbotech. That's the damn thing. It's cheaper for me to buy a set of chisels, cheap chisels, than it is to buy one. Ridiculous. Far out. Who's that? Cade. Talk is cheap. Yeah. All right, Sarge. Why don't you come in here then? Come and talk to the real wood turners. I wonder if we're back in a sec. I just gotta go and ask Amber something.
Hey, Blair, I ran across a very interesting kit. Uh, got an email on them, so I thought I'd give it a try.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I was going to tell Blair. I ran across an interesting company that sells kits,
Yep. For what?
and we're selling barbecue kits.
Oh yeah.
A typical barbecue fork. You want to work over a barbecue with it, and you
Yep.
put the handle. They give you the fork and a simple fitting to go on it.
Yep.
And then you can turn. So
Yeah.
the person that gave me the wood from the
Yep.
tree next door, they like the barbecue. So now I've got a kit going back with handles from the tree that they gave me.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
I always try to come up with something that has a meaning to it, to the individual.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, they're definitely
I
going to
was
want
one
to
of
keep it longer.
people. Yeah, as a kid, I was always told if you're going to give a present, you don't buy it at a store. You figure out what you want to make for them that they would like.
Yes.
Because that means more than the money you have to spend. By tenfold
Yeah.
already.
Yep.
I know. I was 10 and my best friend's birthday was coming up, and we were trying to come up with a present for my brother and I to give him. And I ended up making him a wagon with my grandpa's help, because we thought he had a bunch of wheels because his old wagon had broken because his
Yeah.
older brother decided to jump from the porch on the second story to land on the wagon, and that didn't very good for him nor the wagon.
Yeah, I bet.
But we still had the four wheels and the rod for the handle. I just had to have a friend of mine make a new axle for it, and my brother and I put together a wooden wagon and mounted it all, and that was our present.
Yeah, it's a good present. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah,
It's
he
something
still
needed.
talks about it.
Yeah. The jumping off the roof part, or
Well, we all do stupid things when we're teenagers.
yes.
The thing is, they had a pool in their yard, and he was used to being able to jump from his bedroom window into the pool. So that wasn't a problem because he was used to it, and it was the deep end of the pool.
Yep.
He could jump feet first and make it into the pool and come back up again.
Do you see that comment from Mike there, Bob, about the someone making X-Acto knife kits?
No, I don't have my phone up running here.
Okay,
Running, following
he said-
nets.
he said in the US there's a maker that does nice kits for X-Acto knives. And he said, pity that there isn't any in the UK because shipping and taxes makes it very expensive.
Uh-huh. Well, I've got, I don't know, The old term would, when I was young, it would be a cigar box because that was the easiest things that we used to be able to get from the our parents or the tobacconist. And some of the good cigar boxes of the time were made out of wood. Most of them were cardboard, heavy cardboard. So I still got a couple of those, but full of stuff like that that I just haven't used in a long time.
And Bob, you're wrong. You don't have to be a teenager to do stupid things.
Yeah, I'm proof of that.
Well, I remember when Bill, that's the guy's name, Billy, and I was 10 and he was like 15 and knew everything, even about girls and everything, and bragged about it. He decided to go swimming one night, and his parents, they knew he could swim, and jumping from the porch off his bedroom. Now, these are homes that were built in the 1930s, typically in Detroit. And he went to jump in the pool, but underneath him was also a big porch where his parents, grandparents, and a couple other relatives were sitting quietly watching the reflection of the yard light in the pool when he decided that he was going to jump in the pool. And his girlfriend's parents were there too, because they lived down the street. He dives out of it. He hits the water nicely, good dive. I mean, he hit, and I only know from parents talking about it forever, is that his suit was loose. And you can imagine what happened. He went in the water and his suit come off and floated on the top. And it was like, how do you get out of this problem? He kept saying, throw me a towel, and his parents wouldn't do it. They just kept laughing at the stupid stunts that he pulls.
That's when you man up and you say, okay, coming out, here we go.
Well, at 14, 15, you just don't think of that. You're too embarrassed. Yeah. Especially your girlfriend's parents.
Yeah. I can't say I would do that at 15, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get some of this stuff finished. I'm just putting some Danish oil on it. Little Watco. I love Watco stuff. Golden oak.
Oh, I must have missed something along the line there. What do you mean? Sarge Robbo doesn't daily. And those carts, what you call carts or whatever, wagons, we call billy carts.
Yeah.
Oh, do stupid things. Yeah, you did right there, Sarge. I admit it.
Well, the way I got a wagon was, and it was a sneaky thing, but parents are always sneaky when you think about it, because it made sense, is that they got the wagon so I could pull my brother when we went shopping down the street, because he used to be pushed in a walker or a baby stroller, and he just got too big for it. And you had to hold his. He could walk, but he was like 2 years old, 3, somewhere in there. And all I know is I've got pictures of me pulling him in the red wagon. It was a red wooden wagon, an American Flyer. And pulling him to the grocery store with my mother, which was 2 blocks away. And then we'd load the groceries up around him in bags and pull him home again and bring the groceries home. One of the best presents I've ever had given me lately is a good sized thermos.
There you go.
It's for sports, and I couldn't figure out what the hooks on the back are for until I filled out the registration card and sent it back, and then they sent me a cup for registering it along with their catalog.
Nice.
These hooks are for jocks and athletic people to hang it on a fence. It's made to sit. It perfectly sits on the fence.
Brilliant.
And push button to open. And they even have a lock that you can put on it while you're carrying it. And if you're walking, you can actually hook that around your belt because the hooks come back on themselves. So it'll hook on a belt on your waist or on a backpack. Really a handy little thing. It hooks on the front of my toolbox. That's where it sits when I'm in the shop. And normally during the day, well, I have my morning coffee. That's 1 pot. And when I get up, I'll take a mug of it. And then I cheat and I throw in about the equivalent of the same mug of water back in the percolator because there's enough coffee grounds to do it again. And then I pour it in here. But I like the stiff coffee in the morning because it helps me. I wish I could sleep in, but I'm so used to getting up to make sure the kids get up for school at 6. I can't help it. I've been in that rut for too many years. And unfortunately, it doesn't recognize weekends. Oh, I keep saying I'm going to clean my shop, but that doesn't seem to happen often. Or I'll start and then something else comes up to distract me. But I did build a neat little thing today. I got a heavy duty transformer, and it's from something else. I don't know what anymore because I keep these things. And it's got a heavy rating. It's 18 volts, and it'll take input from 120 to 18 volts. But it's a UL class 2, and it was for something. But I wanted a light, a little brighter light, when I'm working on the very deep hollowing. So I got a fitting for a car socket, and a little light from the auto dealer. Soldered them, heat shrunk them together. And I got a plug on my lathe. I got plugs everywhere around here, but a plug on my lathe where I can plug it in, and it is bright. And it tapes. I just use a little bit of duct tape and tape it to the side of my boring bar, and it lights up everything inside, and a little bit of masking tape down the way to handle the power cable. And I can see inside, and because it is so super bright, I know when it's thin enough because I can see the light itself come through. And I've got another bulb that isn't diffused like this one is, because it's got a diffuser on it. One that's just a straight bulb, which is a heck of a lot brighter. But I can put that on, and that works real well. And like a geek, I have, when I plug it into my lathe, I have a, I've moved it. Oh, the radio's on it. But I've got another little smart socket that this plugs into, so I can actually tell her when I want the light on and when I don't. And I have everything in the shop called in a family group, which it's nice to do in your automated homes today. You can actually create groups or rooms. And my shop is a room, so all I have to do is tell the woman that lives in the little box to turn off my shop in 3 minutes, and that gives me time to leave, and it kills everything except the security camera and my big overhead ventilator. That's exempt from it, but it kills all the lights, and so it saves money. But it's also set up so as my security camera is tied to the system too, so as if someone walks in the garage shop, it turns everything on. And it notifies me on my phone that someone's in the shop. And it brings up a picture from the camera. Now, if it's one of the kids getting something out or getting a tire fixed or something like that on their bike, I'll just tell her to fine, when they leave, turn it off. So just walking around, it gives them, I think, 5 minutes after the last movement it detects, and it shuts down. But I just got bored and wrote the little software program to do that, and I was quite pleased with myself. I even have the shop fan turning on and off with the temperature in here. That was a simple thermostat to do. The only thing it doesn't turn off is the camera, the dust collector, the fine particle one, and I got a bug zapper, one of those lights that bugs love to come by and get electrocuted on? But unfortunately, a young man who also likes writing a little software using the automated home software, when the mic on the camera hears a bug zap, it plays through the little box in the living room and my bedroom. One of the songs, another one bites the dust.
Hey, Mike, you're asking for trouble asking that question, I tell you.
Yeah, that's why I switched the lathe off just for a minute. You heard wrong, Mike. The rumors are false.
So you winning or what?
Yeah, slowly.
That's good.
Yeah, Julie's out today taking her mother to the doctors and things, so I'm fending for myself as far as lunch goes.
So what does a bachelor our ages like to make for lunch in Australia?
Well, funnily enough, I like noodles, so that might be on the menu today. Or I like hard-boiled eggs, so I might do that too. I like soft-boiled eggs too. Or I might make myself a toasted sandwich or whatever I can scrounge out of the fridge.
Yeah.
Or
I
elsewhere.
kind of lucked out. I had chicken cordon bleu for lunch. That's what was left over from last night.
Oh, yeah, sometimes I've leftovers from last night or the night before too. Like I say, it depends on what's in there. Nah, Sarge, they don't make carbides big enough for me. Well, I must say, Jay, I'm very impressed with this computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it works. Seems to work exceptionally well, considering that it's working on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because I can't get it. It hasn't got an Ethernet connection in it.
Because mostly because the Wi-Fi adapter in it is fast enough, I suppose.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's on steroids, this one.
Have you tried a speed test on that one?
No, I'm about to in a minute, actually.
Well, Robo, you have USB 2 and 3, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You can get a USB 3 hub, as they call them, because they're so fast. It'll give you like 2 or 3 more USB out. But you can get them that have a network, an RJ45 in it. So that would give you a network connection if you had a hardwired network.
Yeah, no, I'm running through a powered USB hub anyway.
And
And thank you,
sorry.
Joy. Thank you, Joy. I could actually go a steak. I like it blue to rare, please.
I like mine mooing. As soon as you stab at it, you hear this.
So you'd just prefer if we just give you cow seeds?
That's about it. Yep.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Why we should grow more cows and chickens.
Yeah.
Appeals to my warm sense of humour.
Did you see that on my wall, Blair, or on Robbo's wall?
no.
Oh, some lady said we should be planting more chickens and cows in our backyard to grow more food for people. And then there's a picture down the bottom of cow seeds. It's called a herd starter kit.
Oh, please.
I'll see if I can find it. All right.
The speed on this is as fast as the main computer inside. So it's 40 download and 9 to 10 upload,
Yeah.
which I must admit I'm happy with.
Yeah. Running rings around your other computer.
Just about, yeah. Geez, this is no good. All of us are bloody industrious today.
Trying to make people do stuff, you know.
Yeah, good night, Sarge.
Thanks for coming in, Sarge. Even if it was only into the typing part. You give him some shit or not.
Well, I can tell that
There's my phone. I just got to answer.
are online.
I'll put it in the group chat, alright? I'll mute Robbo. I'll put that picture in the group chat, alright? I'm putting it there. I haven't put it there.
Yeah.
There you go. Get your cow seeds.
Yeah, talk about speed. I noticed that the kids, being no school, they're online because they're eating up a lot of connectivity speed. 'Cause that's what I'm getting now.
Wow. Yes. Yep. You better pause them.
Well, 58 megabits up, that's not bad. But
Yeah.
usually it's around 110, 120.
Yeah.
But it's night and the neighbors are online. The download
Yeah.
isn't bad at all. 780 megabits.
Yep.
That part is-
Sorry, go.
I can watch each device they have and what their upload and download speeds are, so I can joke and tease with them. It's just the app the manufacturer supplies that, being a geek and an old network person, I enjoy all the features that it has. They gave me the professional one because, as they say, that I know what I'm talking about, so they give me the big one. No extra cost. but I can track everything. And the nice thing is on school days, I can turn their internet off. By time schedule, by day of the week. And they get a warning ahead of time that they've got like 5 minutes, and then puts a little counter in the bottom corner of their screen.
Jay, what
That
do you
way
make?
I don't get them yelling at me, but I was about to win. I was give you a hint, Blair, on something you might want to make.
Okay.
I actually had the people that I do beta for said, we'll make it and sell it. And I said, it's ridiculous because anybody can make it once they look at it.
Yep. What did you say, Blair? Sorry?
I just said, what are you making?
I'm just doing a. Sorry, Robbo, I had to put you on mute when you're on your call. I'm just attempting to do a hollow form, but it's. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's splitting up the sides from the. See 'em?
Yeah.
It's having a splitting good time. Are you still making handles and stuff?
Yeah.
Yep. What wood's that? Just pine?
This is oak.
Okay.
What were you going to see me, Robbo? Or, I mean, Dr. Bob?
Well, I like to be able to have stuff that I make. And I'm into this kinky stuff now, leaving bark on and putting lights in. I think you've seen this. But standing down inside is a problem, especially if you want to put something in there, a paint or whatever that'll reflect. Like I use a Josson's paint in there that you put a little bit of light and it gives you a weird off color of each one of them, which is unique. You know, it's a light show type thing. Just standing in there to do that isn't easy. So I come up with a way to do it. You can't use sanding discs. That makes no sense. You still can't get in there. So I come up with this, and it's something that my grandfather used to use. It's just a dowel with with it being cut.
Uh-huh.
Because what goes in there, you grab one off my pile. Is a piece of Abernet. And you put it in so as when it spins, it's going in this direction and you wrap it that way. That way it keeps it from coming out because it pinches itself in. And you can get in and sand.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then I have the granddaddy one. And what I did there is take a little purple scrubby that we've got around, and I just stuck it in with a single staple. And now I got backing when I go in, I just take my sandpaper and put it in the slot. And I can roll it around. And in doing so, it goes down in the tube like that.
Yep.
And as it's rotating, I can go all the way down to the bottom and sand the very bottom without a problem.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
And then all you have to do is blow this out and stick the next grid on. But the nice thing is you can do the same thing, and I've got another one of these I've made up, dowel, that actually, to me, it holds some paper towel or kitchen towel, depending on where you're at. And I simply fold it over a couple times and put it in the slot, and then I can put my finish on it. And I can go in there and rotate it to get it. And I buy some good kitchen towel that doesn't tear. I buy the Bounty. And in doing so, it doesn't rip, and I don't end up with bits of stuck down here in the bottom that I got to sand out because the paper's come off. But I can get the inside done. And that's a fairly easy, really easy way of getting in there to sand.
Yeah, I've been doing that for about 40 years.
Well, my grandfather taught me the trick, but I'd forgotten about it until I kept one night thinking about how am I going to do it, and I was remembering him doing it, but couldn't figure out why. And I walked in the shop the next day, and I said, "I know how it was done." He called them his magic wands.
I used to have a magic wand around here, but one of the things broke off. Doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. But next to my lathe, I have it's an old welding stand that I was given me, that has the top on an angle and a couple of shelves and place for a tank on the back. Well, the tank on the back to me is an old scuba tank that I had when I used to dive, that I've got it set up so as I can use it as a vacuum tank to hold a vacuum. Yep. As a buffer to because on the bottom shelf of the whole thing is my vacuum pump. And then on top in the second shelf is all nothing but sanding. I can pick up and grab really easy from the lathe.
Yeah,
and
that's
I got
a
the
good
vacuum pump all right there.
That's a good idea, Mike. Using the jeweler's mandrel on the Dremel. Those little drum thingos are as dear as sin. From Dremel anyway.
Yeah, what I find, I use them all the time, but I get them from China. That's the only place I can find them, and you got it. Where I get it from they gave me a selection of sizes, so that was pretty good. They're just like a mini chuck, but for holding the jewelry stuff in place. I still haven't figured out who gave me this. outfit.
Oh, the Fordham.
Yeah, it was a gift for turning an urn for their grandfather, and that's all I know. But I do know what city it came from because of the zip code. And this is really something. I got the foot control for it, and in the stuff that came with it, evidently it was their grandfather's or something like that. They apologized for being used, but it still had a warranty on it that they had bought. And it has, and I'm surprised this comes off from though you popped a little clip and then this comes off the shaft, and I have two more heads that go on with different types of chucks. But the thing I've got to get used to is after I use it and this starts warming up, is to be able to a little bitty pilot hole on the top. It's supposed to take a set screw, but it doesn't. But they say that a couple of drops of oil in there and let it hang this way to let the oil go down the shaft to keep this.
That keeps the flex drive.
Yeah.
That keeps the flex shaft lubricated.
I haven't got quite used to it yet. I've played with it by the hour, seeing what I could do with it. And I just hang it over my head here. This is above it is a big air cleaner. And that way I can sit and use it anywhere on my lathe. And the foot pedal, I have in a big plastic Ziploc baggie to keep the dust out of it. Because I can't think of something that wouldn't hurt it any more than dust. That could clog the sucker up. So I just got a big freezer bag and put over it. But I've been playing with it. And it came with a piece that he had started. Where did I put it? Oh.
Well, I've got to go and have some lunch and eat a tablet, so I shall catch you all later on.
Okay. See you later.
All right, thanks for coming in. I'm sure everyone's appreciated seeing you doing some rather large turning.
Yeah, well, I'll probably be doing it tomorrow too. So
Okay.
I've got to get these things done.
Yep.
All right, catch you all.
Cool.
Bye.
We'll be here waiting.
See you later, Blair, Joy, Sarge is gone, Chris, if you're still there, and Mike. Good chatting to you again.
Take it easy. Oh, he left already. Hey, go, Joy.
I'm going. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, just check. I look like help, so. I need a beer. Comfort food.
Fourth? Who's fourth?
Fourth is a conglomeration of my first and last real name.
That's Joy, Blair.
Oh, hi, Joy.
Hi, Chris.
No, I'm Blair.
See you later, Mike. Thanks for coming in.
How's the heat in New Mexico?
Not as bad. It's only been in the it's only been like 100, 101 lately.
That's bad. That's hot.
No, that's about average. That's about average for around here. Come about the 4th of July, it'll start cooling down. In fact, that's when we should technically get our first rain.
We actually got a full-fledged rainstorm today.
Doesn't do me any good here. Because if I remember correctly, that's filling up the Colorado River, which runs through the Grand Canyon. Does me no good here. But yeah, I'm grilling me up some comfort steaks.
Yum. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people go to like pie or cake or ice cream, comfort foods. Not me. I go to steak and potatoes.
You're a savory kind of gal. I get it.
That thing's as big as my face.
Wow.
Yep. Me and the doggo is going to have some fun chewing on that. And then Mom's little wimpy thing that's like thin as a piece of paper. And I don't know. Mom's just not into steak. Not like me. She's But yep, I got me a comfort steak the size of my face. Don't ask how much it cost.
Yeah. Meat is expensive.
Yeah, it just keeps going up. Cost of chicken went up first. Now it's the cost of steaks going up because people stopped buying chicken because it got so pricey. And now people are going to start eating pork.
Pretty soon,
Except I don't
people
like pork.
start eating rabbit.
Oh, actually, I like rabbit.
I bet Dr. Bob can tell you about that. My
I like
dad
rabbit.
grew up eating rabbit.
My family grew up in Oklahoma, most of it. So we had a lot of steak, which makes me wonder why my mom doesn't like it. Well, I can't say she doesn't like it. She's not as wowed about it as I am.
Yep, I'll take a good steak anytime.
Yeah, Mom grew up on that grain-fed beef in Oklahoma. Yeah, I kind of wanted a beer. Changed my mind.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not going to make me feel better. There's really no point in drinking it.
That's true.
I'm one of those people who feels that, you should reserve drinking for celebrating. Ow. Hey,
Yeah, for
Bob,
me,
are you
when
gonna
it
make a
comes
fish?
to being alcoholic, it's like, what do I want to give up? Because being a diabetic, I got to account for the sugar.
There's sugars in just about everything nowadays.
Yep.
I went to the store yesterday and I bought vinegar. I kid you not. I bought vinegar. Just, vinegar. And I decided I wanted some. So I cooked up some spinach and did the whole vinegar thing. And I took one bite and I went, what the heck? And I picked up that bottle of balsamic vinegar and I looked at it. Very first ingredient on there says sugar. And I'm like, seriously? They're putting sugar in vinegar. It's nasty.
Yep.
So then I had to go back to the store and buy more vinegar. So now I've got 2 bottles of vinegar. It is fairly humid here today lately, though. Last couple days, actually. We haven't had any rain, but it's been humid. Very muggy. Flip that over. Good feels.
Yeah, it has been here in Detroit, but we had a big storm go through about 3 days ago, and it left some trail. It wasn't too bad today for humidity in the afternoon, but it's just 78 inside my shop, but the shop's fully insulated, so it's holding the heat from the day.
How you going, Wooden? Someone called Wooden's joined the chat.
Hello, Wooden. How are you,
70
sir?
degrees. 70 degrees
Yep.
is cold here.
70 degrees is not cold. It's perfect.
70 degrees here is cold.
You have no
Anything
humidity,
below,
Joy.
anything below 72 here is cold. And my neighbor's back. He got a very loud vehicle.
Well, in Alaska, 70-degree weather was time to go skinny dipping.
Oh, yeah.
It was so hot.
I've never
In
been, but
Fairbanks,
I've heard. I have never been, but I have heard. But here, 70 degrees, that's when you start pulling out jackets and sweaters and stuff. Not coats, just jackets. In
Yep.
fact, most people
Well,
around here
it
don't even
was
own
that
a
way
coat.
when I went just after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, and I was in summer uniforms because I was dying of the heat because I had just come from below, at zero weather in Detroit, and their weather was in the 60s and 70s, and that was fine. But when it got to be summer, and it was in, they would say, well, it's 8 today. It's going to be 8 to 12 today, maybe 15 degrees. They didn't say 115. They just say because you knew it was over 100. And the humidity is 100%. So, you walk outside and your uniform is drenched from your own perspiration, and there's no
Oh, yep.
air movement and high
Oh, yeah.
humidity. So you just learn to have it stick to you.
Well, we usually have such a low humidity around here that most of the buildings are equipped with evaporative coolers or swamp coolers.
Yeah.
Sorry, I, like an idiot, forgot to take the paper plates outside with me. I'm grilling up steaks, and I forgot to take the plates outside.
You
Got
bring enough for everyone?
Got one for me and one for Robbo. Although, what his is going to look like when he gets it, I don't know. I think I'll let the dog have a munch on it. Okay, I'm gonna go give Mom her steak. Ow. Mom. What was I doing? Oh, yes. I swear I stick things in the strangest places at times.
But they always make sense at the time.
No, I think they're just convenient at the time.
I got another tip for you, Blair.
All right.
If you do takeaway like we've lately, in the past 6 months, one of the takeaways that we do through Grubhub is Chinese food because everyone likes it and they give discounts to keep their family working because they're always family restaurants. So
Yeah.
we've got a bunch of coupon points that we spent. And one of the things that we get here for anything that's got a lot of juice to it are the plastic black trays that are microwavable so you can warm it. The top's not microwavable. Yeah, the top on it's microwavable safe too. And of course, you use them, you get your food out of them, and you throw them away. And I don't. I take them out and throw them in the dishwasher. Because,
And if they break, you're not heartbroken.
well, they're soft. Well, if they'll take a microwave, they'll sure take the heat of a dishwasher.
No,
Is
I'm
it
just
the-
saying though, if they break for whatever reason, you're not heartbroken.
No, I've got more.
That's right.
But
Sid,
what I
Sid's
like
just come
doing,
into the room. How you going, Sid?
like some of the
Hi,
stuff I do
Ted.
embellish with, I put in a tray.
Don't ask me
Everything
why
that
I'm
I
using
want.
this instead of tongs.
Like I've got the phosphorescent paint set in here and gold leaf, a couple of bottles of it that were given to me, gold leaf gel, which is nice to rub into stuff, and some brushes. And my favorite item to paint with, I get from the VA, are the big Q-tip, one end covered. When you request them, you get 100 at a time.
Taxpayer dollars at work.
Well, I'm supposed to use it to put something up in my nose.
I figured
No.
that was probably it. I just think
But
it's funny.
I only they when you order them and they give them to you, they send them out in a package of 100 because
And you're
that's
sitting
how
there
they're
going, I only
used
need a dozen.
all the time, you know, in the hospital system. And they can't repackage them because they're sterile. But it's
Oh, yeah.
perfect for touching up and putting daubs of paint here and there. And the nice thing is, as I say, this is one whole kit that I put together, including mineral spirits and from their hot spicy sauce, their little cups. I keep all of them too, that they send their side sauces. That way I have that for cleaning brushes and stuff like that. And because of the elevated lid on them to fit their food, and I paid for them along with the price of the food.
Honestly, the only thing I ever get in packages like that is sushi, which does not require reheating.
There you go.
Yeah, they sell sushi in it too, but this is like for kung pao chicken, stuff like that. But I like them because it seals it and keeps the dust out of it. And I'm also
Oh, that
a big
makes sense.
cheapskate. When
Hey guys, I'm
Neighbor
gonna head off. Tammy just got home, so I will catch you guys later. Joy, good to see you. Mike, Wooden, Sid, hi. Goodbye.
Thanks for coming in,
Bye.
Blair.
Bob.
Hi.
See you later, Blair.
Say hello to
Take
Tammy
care.
for us. Oh, he left already. Gulp.
His his button finger is quicker than your um. Oh, I'm getting steak juice all over my phone. His button finger's quicker than your mouth.
And the other thing I found, I got this from the, I don't know what you call it. It's a church, has a church store where they a bunch of used stuff that they have. They give away to people that need stuff, and I'm definitely a needy person at times. So they had a bunch of cake pans and stuff from a bakery that went out of business. So I got them some time ago, and they all were black on the bottom. And I just paint them white so I can see what's in them, and nothing gets hidden and it stops any rusting. But I find that I can take these little takeaway containers, and they perfectly fit in it, two of them. And I've taken, because it has the nice lip on the side, I simply took a cabinet, and this becomes a drawer, and I simply label what's in it. And everything is kept out of the dust, and I can keep it right handy next to me. And I come up with that idea about a week ago, and I've been building the stuff up to do it whenever I get bored of doing one thing and or don't know what to do next because I can't figure out what I want or how to get it done. But not counting the price of the Chinese food, which would make this really expensive, like $35–40 for this and the two containers and their contents. But I think I paid $2 for these, and I got a whole bunch of shelves I'm making in a repurposed floor-based kitchen cabinet because I like keeping stuff together so I can reach up and find it. Excuse me, Riley's barking and I can't have that at night. back again for a little while.
What was he barking at?
Don't know. It was too dark outside.
Uh,
Squirrels. He likes to chase squirrels.
oh, yeah. You need some sensor lights. At least if someone's in the yard, they'll set them off and that bright lights the whole yard up.
Yes. Come on in.
What? No.
Why not?
Yes.
At least say hi to my friend.
I'll say hi to you.
Come on. I talk about you enough.
I can hear him.
Come on.
Is this the one? Is this the one that cooks or what?
Yes, the cook.
The cook.
He likes to cook.
See, he does. He does talk about you. See,
14.
What?
I said he does talk about you.
He's the avid gamer.
Oh, yeah. He's the one that steals all your bandwidth.
Gamer, I'm a
That's why I had to get the super high speed.
Yeah, no, I don't blame him. I used to do the same thing.
I'm gonna go give a shit. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the cup, kid. I needed those.
What?
What did he give you?
You know what?
They're perfect for mixing paint in. For the little stuff that I do.
I just washed out the juice.
I got alcohol in it now. That'll clean it.
Oh, Bob's drinking. Look out.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
drinking. I'm
You
eating.
wouldn't want to drink it.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
If you hear my steak moo, that means
Yep.
it's perfectly done.
Okay. I thought I could hear something, but I didn't want to say anything.
Just knock the horns off, clean its butt, and slap it on the plate.
Yeah.
You don't even wave it near a fire.
He just sits it on
I
a
might
laptop.
walk it. I might walk it past the flames.
Most females can breathe
So yeah,
fire,
I got.
can't you?
I didn't want y'all to see me eating, so I turned the camera off. No,
Oh,
I was
that's cool.
outside and I was getting ready to say something, and my phone just decided that my battery was low enough. It was gonna start conserving power, so it kicked me out of the broadcast thing.
How rude. Whose phone is it
No,
anyway?
rude. Rude is the dog sitting over here eyeballing my steak.
As long as he doesn't jump up and eat it, you'll be right.
Oh, you know she's spoiled. She's already gotten 2 bites. You know how much I spoil her.
Yes. How every dog should be spoiled, to
Y'all
be
have-
honest.
Oi! Oh, well, this one you're getting too, dog. It fell off my plate and I'm not eating it.
The dog's like, yes, my plan worked.
No, I'm being a naughty person. I'm eating on the sofa.
Okay.
Oh,
So it landed on a, I'm not gonna lie, I'm using the dog's cushion as to prop the steak up so it's closer to my head. So
Yeah.
it rolled off my plate, landed on her cushion that's all covered in dog hair and everything. I'm not eating it. She can have it.
How you going, Sid?
I said,
I said,
Can't hear you, dude. Unless he's just not talking.
Sid, you okay?
No, he's not talking. He's talking, but he's not, you know?
Sid, we can't hear you.
That was perfect timing. Sid, you can take over. I've got to go now. put your little lathe on your bench there. You'll be right. at that. All I got to do is knock the tenon off, and I finished a hollow point in 2 hours, in less than 2 hours. Hollow point. What did I say? Hollow point or something.
Those look like cashews.
Do they? Yeah, he's got Chinese.
Yeah.
He went and brought Chinese when you were talking about it. When Dr. Bob was talking about it.
I've
Gave him
one
the-
I
up
like
with
it.
the Chinese.
Oh, that's all.
Dr. Bob, you really need to make a fish.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've had the knock on the window, so I is gonna run away.
Yep.
Probably before Sid even gets his sound sorted out. Just wanted to show you. You can't get away. You give me the munchies. Go away. I'm deleting that scene.
Now we
Very
can
good.
hear you.
Very quietly though.
Yeah, I've gone off the Bluetooth and back to the computer, just the default
Oh, yeah.
mic.
Yep.
When you were talking about the Chinese, I rang up and ordered some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
their
rude.
containers I find are really handy. They keep dust out. You can keep a lot of small little parts in them.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm just eating my steak. I need my comfort steak. Turning the camera back off.
Well, I'll catch you later tomorrow night.
All right.
Well,
thank
it's
you very
'cause I
much
have
for
these-
coming in.
Big, ginormous pieces of steak, and I don't want people seeing me stuff my face.
Scoffing it down. Scoffing it down.
I have a valid reason for eating steak, so
That's right. You do.
yeah.
You need iron.
Show you my messy shop.
Yeah, no, I
All
still
right.
win, Bob.
Yeah. Size, space wise. Space wise to lack
Yes.
of walking room.
Yeah, mess.
Well, this
yeah,
is
the
what I like
ratio of-
above me. That's
the ratio of
An air
potentially
cleaner.
available area and actually available area is
Yeah. Yes. All right. I'm going to run away now. My food's getting cold.
catch 'em up. I'll talk to you soon.
See you later.
more than
Have a good night
Bye, Dave.
and have a good day. See you.
Bye, everybody.
See ya. Joy. Thank you for coming in.
Bye, bye.
See you later, everyone in the chat. Bye.